on out. And it's got to go. It's just like it feels good, like. Hi everyone. Today we're going to take you on a 3-way circular adventure in County Durham. We're firstly going to visit the Land, Air and Sea Museum, then we're going on to Rainton Meadows Nature Reserve, and then on to Finchale Priory. So keep watching till the end for some absolutely stunning views of the Priory.
We always used to think of this as the Air Museum, but recently it's been now known as the North East Land, Air and Sea Museum, Nelson. And it's a lot of things to visit, as you can see. The Trident you wouldn't think that this is now 75 years old near enough. Massive plane, really successful British aircraft from Hawker Siddeley. Hawker, of course, were famous for being the maker of the Hurricane. And some other planes. My favourite being the one on the end. For those who know their planes, that's a very distinctive nose of a Vulcan bomber. Well, when I was young, we went to the air shows like at Bentwaters because I was from Suffolk, and the first time I can actually remember the hairs on the back of my head standing up were when I was at the Bentwaters Air Show when I was about 10, and that flew over. And this is the most recent exhibit. This wasn't here when we were here before. It's the Metro. Now, we've been on this one, I would think, because in my job I used to travel by Metro all of the time. Hmm?
You know what was that? I think I remember it from the last day.
Looks like
I remember it from the last time one, yeah, so I would have got it right. That's the history of the exhibit there. Ooh, I like that one.
Although
it's not camouflage.
Do you know why it's white?
Why?
If you look on it,
yeah,
it's the United Nations.
Oh, so just
so
a
it's
neutral.
UN peacekeeping.
Oh yes.
So they needed to be white so that they were recognised.
Oh
so
yeah.
That people didn't attack them.
Yes. And this is a tank.
No,
Is it
isn't.
not? No. Hmm. Looks like a tank. You know your tanks. From World of Tanks.
Do you know how I know it isn't a tank?
How?
Because that's not going to be able to knock out another tank, that gun, is it?
Oh no.
It's to protect the troops as they get towards the battlefield.
Oh right. What's the shovel for? Just to get them out of a...
To dig holes when they have a poo.
No. It's to get them out of the mud.
Yes.
If they get stuck.
Yeah, that as well.
Oh, they could use it for that, like.
They could use it for that as well.
These little army trucks are great, aren't they?
Yeah.
Built on Austin 12 Ascot chassis, used in World War II.
An Austin 12 was the car.
Mm-hmm.
So this van was built on an Austin 12 chassis. Mm-hmm. So it was a chassis of an Austin 12.
And then
they built over it, yeah.
Oh yeah. Cool.
Right. You've been voted by the viewers to go in there, look and drive it.
Feel free to sit on it.
Yes.
I'm getting stuff.
It's just your size, actually. There we go, Corporal Susan.
It's just like, it feels good, like, to drive, you know. The gear sticks. Is it what you call a shift gear stick or something, is it? Like the old thing you had to push the clutch in a couple of times, double clutch or
something like that. I would imagine.
Yeah, I would imagine it would be.
It's good to see airfields like this still used for some form of transport, and this was the Usworth and Sunderland airfield. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know.
Yeah. Before we go, we've seen the train, we've seen the air, we've seen helicopters and all sorts, but we haven't seen any road vehicles yet, apart from like tanks and things. But in here we've got the civil transport collection, and you've got the planes, and further down you've got cars and a tram. Now this is an old Blackpool tram. Now the smell from in here is, you know, you go in your elderly relatives and you're sitting down on their sofa and you have that smell of old people. Well, it smells a bit like that actually. So they've donated a few cars to the museum as a sort of partnership arrangement. This is a car that was built in Washington, in a small industrial estate. We just have been shown this by Billy, one of the volunteers, who wanted us to show that this exhibit has only been here next to no time. It's really recent, and it's sadly already been vandalised with graffiti. Quite a common occurrence in metros that are running on the line, but it just shows that even exhibits in a museum aren't safe. Before I go, I just wanted to show you this exhibit of the Westland Sea King. Many people have seen these flying along the coast and doing rescues in the past. They've sadly been phased out now, but the reason I want to show you this is because of the size of it. I really didn't understand how big these things were. Susan, if you just stand there by the helicopter, look at this, how massive they are. They're amazing helicopters, one of my favourite helicopters, this. and that will be it for our visit to the North East Land, Sea and Air Museum. So there we have it. I don't always have a chance to visit the helm of a lifeboat, so I'm just going to show people what it looks like. Actually, standing there on a really rough day with the wind battering you and the ship rocking, trying to rescue people. You have to be a special sort of brave to do that. Look at that.
Mm. This is from Finchale Lifeboat.
Yes. Yeah. Boat called the MV Wearmouth, which was the last wooden pilot boat to serve on the River Wear in Sunderland. They're looking for donations for restoration, which will cost up to £30,000. We've arrived at a place called Rainton Meadows for lunch, but we're just going to show you a little bit around the place before we go in for a cuppa. It's a lovely nature reserve with lakes and everything here. This is the map. We're at the visitor centre there, and yeah, there's hides, lakes, donkeys, owls, butterflies and dragonflies, which we may see.
Area over there, isn't
I'm
it?
looking for the hide. I think it's up here. Get a nice view of the lake from here and down into the valley, and you can see for miles. We're going to go down to that lake to have a look, but this is one of my favourite views from here. This is a place called Joe's Pond. Look how lovely and peaceful it is here. Go and just have a walk around. This pond's named after a chap called Joe Wilson. He leased the pond from the National Coal Board and began looking after the wildlife here. Susan had gone wandering off thinking I was wrong about the pond, didn't you, dear?
Yeah.
But she's actually realised I was right now and has come back with her tail between her legs, bless her. The walks in the woods here are beautiful.
Oh, that's a better view, actually.
Yeah, look at that lovely view.
And the little nature reserve coffee shop. What is it actually called? The Meadows coffee shop it is. And that's the menu. Quite a good menu actually. Not bad prices either. Show you food when it comes out. So the food's come out. And Scott has a tuna melt menu.
With salad.
With salad, it looks nice, coleslaw with tea. And I've got a broccoli and cheese quiche with some lovely salad.
And a carrot brownie.
Yes, and we've got a caramel brownie for afters.
So we're at Finchale Priory, or Finchale Priory I think it's really known as. And it's free to enter, which for those of you on a budget or those of you with families is quite important, I would imagine. And it's not just the priory, there's a campsite, there's a little cafe, I'll just show you. And there's a riverside walks as well, isn't there?
Yeah,
so
it's great round here.
you can go up into the hills and everything. So we'll just show you this. And we'll tell you a bit about the priory as we go round. One of the traditional historic red post boxes that you see scattered around England, and that's the cafe. Now there is a river, we'll show you the view from there in a little while. It opens from 10 till 5, so you can be here quite a while. Looks like it's being affected by the stuff that's in my pond, look. There's paths all the way around and up, and you can get some really good views. Now, I'm suffering from sciatica, so unfortunately I'm in no position to do that today, but it will give anyone who watches this a chance to explore it for yourselves and see what I mean.
Thanks for watching everyone, that's it for today. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and we'll see you soon.